Thomas Beatie, a former Hawaiian beauty queen, was born female but underwent sex change surgery in order to wed his partner Nancy legally. As part of the reassignment procedure, the former Tracy LaGondino took male hormones, inducing a beard and an outwardly masculine appearance. He kept his womb and ovaries intact in the hopes of one day having a child. Wife Nancy is infertile. So when Beatie announced he was expecting the child of an anonymous sperm donor, a backlash ensued. Critics claimed that as a natural-born woman Beatie was not in fact a man but was merely masquerading as one. But the state of Oregon legally recognizes him as one, and his marriage to Nancy is official and the couple enjoys all the rights and privileges of typical married pairs. He gave birth to his first kid naturally following a 40-hour labor. And now he's pregnant again. His second baby is due June 12, 2009. Twin brothers, Raymond and Richard Miller, are the father and uncle to a 3-year-old little girl. The problem is, they don't know which is which, or who is who. Ramon and Richard have been fighting in court for 4 years over the paternity of a child. The identical Missouri twins say they were unknowingly having sex with the same woman. According to the woman's testimony, she had sex with each man on the same day, within hours of each other. When the woman in question, Holly Marie Adams, got pregnant, she named Raymond the father, but he contested and demanded a paternity test, bringing his own brother Richard to court. But the paternity test in this case could not help, as it showed that both brothers have over a 99.9% probability of being the daddy, and neither one wants to pay the child support. In Stuttgart, Germany, a man hired his neighbor to get his wife pregnant. It seems that Demetrius Soupelos, 29, and his former beauty queen wife, Traut, wanted a child badly, but Demetrius was told by a doctor that he was sterile. So, Soupelos hired his neighbor, Frank Mouse, 34, to impregnate her. Since Mouse was already married and the father of 2 children, plus looked very much like Soupelos to boot, the plan seemed good. Soupelos paid Mouse $2,500 for the job and for 3 evenings a week for the next 6 months, Mouse tried desperately, a total of 72 different times, to impregnate Traut. However, when Traut failed to get pregnant after 6 months, Soupelos was not understanding and insisted that Mouse have a medical examination, which he did. The doctor's announcement that Mouse was also sterile shocked everyone except his wife, who was forced to confess that Mouse was not the real father of their 2 children. Now Soupelos is suing Mouse for breach of contract in an effort to get his money back, but Mouse refuses to give it up because he said he did not guarantee conception, but only that he would give an honest effort. In June 2008, Chris Bibley, a former leukemia patient who had his sperm frozen as a teenager, fathered the baby after doctors successfully thawed his sample a record 22 years later. Chris was 16 when doctors told him that he needed radiotherapy that would leave him sterile and recommended before going ahead with the life-saving treatment that they put a sample of his sperm into cryogenic storage for future use. Now aged 38, he is celebrating the birth of a healthy baby daughter, Stella, who was conceived after scientists injected a defrosted sperm into an egg from his wife, Melody, and implanted it in her uterus. The 22-year lapse between storage in April 1986 and conception in June 2008 is a world record, according to specialists at the U.S. fertility clinic who carried out the procedure. In April 2009, Paraguay's president and former bishop, Fernando Lugo, admitted he is the father of a child conceived while he was still a Roman Catholic bishop. Lugo, 57, renounced his status as bishop in 2006 to run for president, but it was not until July 2008 that Pope Benedict XVI gave him unprecedented permission to resign, relieving him of his chastity vows. The president admitted he had a relationship with Viviana Carrillo, 26, which began when she was 16, and the paternity of her son Guillermo Armindo, 2, born when he was still the bishop. He finally came out 5 days after lawyers for Carrillo announced they were filing a paternity suit against him.